Today we celebrate the life, legacy, and resistance of Assata Shakur. She wasn't just a fugitive, they called her the most wanted woman in America because she represented something this system fears most. A free black woman who could not be broken, hunted by the FBI, targeted by COINTELPRO, and even placed on a government bounty by Obama himself. Assata lived free, she died free, and she proved that this system is not invincible. She was the ultimate modern Maroon, a symbol of victory over oppression. And today, we honor her spirit. You are now tuned in to Sincere Love the Godcast.
Here's the way it is. You live in direct relation to the poets, the heroes, and the sheroes you have. Always honor the elders. Then you honor yourself. Honor women. You honor yourself. Honor men. You honor yourselves.
Online, never in the streets. Easiest way to make money. I go to the ticket shop.
Yo family, real quick, I'm proud to announce the soft launch of Sincere Love to God's new book, From the Womb to Illmatic, a hip-hop inspired blueprint for unlocking your child's inner genius. This ain't your average parenting book. This is for the culture. Inspired by Illmatic, built around his own son Seven's early development, and packed with real tools to help parents turn everyday moments into genius-level learning. If you've ever wanted to give your child a head start without losing your roots, this book is for you. Available now on Amazon. Order now and leave a 5-star review. You already know, we raising brilliance around here.
Hi, I'm Seven, and I'm the Super Harry. That means I ask big questions, I make big moves, and I come from something powerful. In this series, I grow through change, embrace my culture, and unlock the gifts that my ancestors gave me. These books are for kids like me, kids with heart, with pride, and with big dreams. Come join the journey. Collect all 4 Seven the Super Harry books and unlock your power. Available on Amazon and Kindle now. Order your copy today.
All right. Peace, family. What's good? Welcome to another episode of Sincere Love the Godcast. I am the God Sincere Love here with my lovely co-host, Nicety Girl. What is going on with y'all?
More breaking news. Breaking news. This is happening honestly in real time. So right now it is being reported that multiple victims reported in a shooting at Hideout, a private recreational community in Lake Ariel, Pennsylvania. So this is breaking right now. Still waiting for more information to come out. At least one patient was transported via ambulance with multiple gunshot wounds. At least one additional patient was transported via helicopter. At least one suspect is in custody. The hideout is still on lockdown, as well as Miller Road in Salem and Lake Township being closed. So this is breaking news happening right now, you guys.
America.
America, what's going on?
America. I mean, it used to be like every month. Then it was
Right.
like every week. Now it's like every day.
Every day. If not every day, every other day.
Every couple of hours.
Right.
One of these white supremacists is going out doing some type of mass unaliving.
Right. And the two from the one from last night and the one from this morning, both are military, ex-military. The one
Right,
from today, ex Marine, ex-Marine.
right. That's very common.
Right.
That's
Very
very
common.
common. They even said that when the FBI put out that report about when they did the investigation, they're trying to bury it now, but they had put out a report a while back talking about how white supremacist groups are the number one domestic threat, terrorist threat in America,
Right. Right.
and they
And,
were saying how a lot of these groups are either filled with law enforcement or former military people.
right. And Trump, I think, tried to has recently deleted, that information off of
Right, his
the
administration.
website.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and that's what I was going to say. The Democrats are going to be saying, "Oh, Trump, Trump, Trump. See, this is Trump's America," and yeah, we told y'all should have voted for Kamala and all of that.
Right.
They're
Right.
gonna,
Oh, they're gonna run with this the next election cycle. Oh boy.
right, right. They think that's all they look for is
Hmm.
boogeyman
That's
tactics.
all they got.
You know what I'm saying? Scare niggas to the polls. But when you really look at all the stuff that's going down, the white supremacists are targeting each other.
That, but also, when has it not been going on?
That part,
Like,
that
yeah.
part. But damn, now that we got a little bit of the breaking news out the way, man, y'all come on up in here, man. Y'all come on up in
Right.
here, hit the like button, share this out on your social medias. Let everybody know that we are live right now with another episode of Sincere Love the Godcast. Today we're going to be paying homage to the warrior queen, Assata Shakur. Rest in power, rest in paradise. We're going to show her some love on today's broadcast. But of course, we got to get into the current events and let y'all know what's going on around the country and around the world as well out here in these streets. So, yeah, y'all come on up in here, man. Like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And speaking of subscribe, if you're not already subscribed to us on Godcast Enterprises, we just need a few more subscribers over there to pass the threshold where we'll be able to activate the monetization tools and all of that. So, if you're following us on Sincere Love the God channel, that's great. Love to have you here. But make sure you go over to the Godcast Enterprises channel on YouTube and hit that subscribe button as well. Okay? If you're not already subscribed to us. And also shout out to the channel members as well. If you're a member of this channel, big up to you. If you're not already a member, you might want to go ahead and grab you a membership so you can get access to exclusive content as well as early access to some of the content that we put out here on Sincere Love the Godcast also. So there are perks that come with the membership.
Yes, sir.
So as far as all of this breaking news that's taking place, so earlier you put out a breaking news video about the shooting that took place in North Carolina. You want to brief the people on what's going on with that?
Yes, so in North Carolina there was a shooting. This happened. There was a suspected. I don't know what he is. Was I don't know who he was targeting. You know, I don't want to. I don't know if he's. Well, we still can say he's a suspected white supremacist, but he targeted a pub slash restaurant. What he did was he pulled up on a boat, pulled up in front of the restaurant a little before 9:30 p.m. last night, and just opened fire on
They said he was
patrons.
just chilling. That they said the boat was docked out there for about a
Right.
good hour before the shooting actually took place. So he was just chilling on the water.
Waiting.
This pub restaurant is a waterfront joint. Sits out there on the water. So he pulled up over there on the boat and just waited a while. I guess waited till he saw a nice crowd or whatever. You know what I mean? Waited till enough people came through, and he just started bucking. And
Yeah.
how many fatalities in that one?
Three.
3 fatalities, like
Three
9.
fatalities and 9 injured.
Yeah.
He was taken into custody. Of course, they always find a way to bring these people in to custody. His name was Nigel Max Edge, and again, he's killed three people. Actually, he injured nine.
Mm-hmm.
He injured nine, and the name of the restaurant was American Fish Company, and this was in Southport, North Carolina.
That was in Southport, North Carolina, and I'm looking for his mugshot.
Oh, it's there.
Um,
If you guys can see that.
Oh, you got it.
And I
Okay. All right. Good. Good.
yeah.
Okay. Good. Let me
And
let me
he
highlight.
also, as you can see, oops, my bad. What did I do here? As you guys can see, he's also ex-military.
Now,
So what is
who posted that picture? Is that
this is
in the
on
news?
it's actually on all the news cycles now, everywhere. ABC, all of the news cycles have his mugshot out. Both of them. The one
Not
from this
not.
morning as well.
I'm not just talking about the mugshot, but the military photos and all that.
All of the
The mainstream
legacy
media is
media.
putting that out there like that. Yeah.
Yep. All of legacy media is pulling this out.
Yeah. That's their way of low key shouting these people out, bigging them up low
Mhm.
key. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? They don't show them as animals and
Oh,
you know what I mean?
right.
They
We don't know
show
anything
them
about
at
his
their
family.
best. Right. Oh, he was a soldier, he was a patriot. You know what I'm saying? They try to win sympathy for these people, is what they do. What's going on? Cool Keezy in the building, Jesse
What's
Paris
up,
in the
Holly?
building,
What's up?
Sherelle Bryant. Yeah,
Jesse
yep,
Nurse.
yep. She said there was a mass shooting yesterday in North Carolina. Yep. And in Michigan. What happened in Michigan yesterday? Or
So
what is that
this
today?
one, his name, this happened in Grand Blanc, Michigan, and this is how they're wording this one. Iraq War veteran Thomas Stanford ID'd as gunman who attacked Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, killing two and setting it ablaze. Now, they have two pictures of him. Of course, they want to humanize him with
Mm-hmm.
his military picture, and clearly he doesn't look like that now.
Right,
He doesn't look like that now. And so that happened this morning, literally this morning.
right. And it's interesting that it was a Church of Jesus Christ and Latter Day Saints because that's the Mormons.
Yeah.
That's the Mormons, and so that's after what happened out there in Utah, that could be some type of retaliation thing. You
Oh,
know,
yeah. I didn't even kind of think about that.
yeah, that could be some type of
Yeah.
retaliation for the Charlie Kirk situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was his motivation? I don't know. I'm just theorizing, asking questions. I don't know, but what was his motivation?
Right. And he drove his truck. So he had a white pickup truck. They showed that with two huge American flags in the cab of it, set it up. He drove his truck inside of the church before hopping out and opening fire.
Your audio is a little bit janky, not too bad, but
Is
it
it?
was just choppy a little bit.
Let me make
Just
sure
a
everything
little
is
bit, little bit.
focused.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
now
it's getting worse.
it wants to. Okay. I'm probably gonna close out. I'm just
Let
gonna.
Nicety get her audio together over there. But yeah, so that's 3 in 2 days. I mean, they got more. These white folks got more mass shootings in less time than Jay Electronica putting out albums. You know, Jay Electronica put out like 4 projects in like 3 days. I think they just beat his record, didn't they? Yeah, I got 3, 4 mass shootings in 2 days.
Right.
God damn. God damn. But yeah, man, black folks, y'all keep y'all head on the swivel. You seen how some of them white supremacists tried to run up at them HBCUs under the guise of having a debate. And students at what HBCU was that?
I think that was somewhere in Memphis, if I'm not mistaken.
That was, yeah. I think actually I think that was TSU. The hat that I'm wearing right now. I think that was the campus that it was, if I'm not mistaken. But they got them up out of the paint real quick. Shout out to them young students out there for getting on code real fast and understanding the danger and the threat.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Acting accordingly. You know what I'm saying?
Because they
Just
sure are trying to bait us, for sure. They are trying to bait us because they really want to take the attention off of these white supremacists who are out here running the dang on up. You know what I'm saying? And they want to make it about us. And it's not our business. And also, another breaking news. So, the U.S. Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth has officially ordered National Guard troops to Portland for the next 60 days.
Portland. What's going on
Yeah,
in Portland?
I guess because of the situation that happened with Charlie Kirk, but it's like who y'all gonna target? Let's just
Because of the situation that happened with Charlie Kirk. That was in Utah.
that's the only thing that happened in no, that happened in Utah.
That was in
What happened
Utah.
in Oregon, y'all? Let me look up what happened in Utah. I mean in Oregon.
I don't know what's going on in Oregon. I know one of my clients yesterday, he works in DC. He just came back. He was in DC for the last couple of weeks. And he just came back yesterday. And he was telling me the police presence or the military presence out there is insane.
Really?
Yeah, he was like, it's insane. Like they literally walking around with machine guns. You get on the trains and the buses and all of that. You know, they out there heavy artillery. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I've never seen nothing like that before. And so,
Oh, I'll tell you why. So the reason why they're sending troops out there is to the ICE detention centers.
okay, because that was another thing that happened.
Mhm.
Somebody shot up an ICE detention center, right?
Exactly.
Where
Yep,
was
another
that?
white dude.
Where was that? In Texas? No, I forgot
South.
where that was.
I don't remember where it was, but that's why he's sending them out there, basically to patrol the ICE detention centers for the next 60 days.
Can you look that one up real quick?
Hmm.
Because some people might not know, but yeah, that happened over the weekend too, right?
Right.
That I think that just happened over the weekend too, where there was ICE agents that were targeted, and I think they got one of them, and a couple other people got injured also in that one. I forgot where that was at.
This
And no
was
troops in Utah, right? Kukizi. Yeah, she's good now. The sound is back. She's good. Yeah, TSU. Didn't hear anything happening in Portland. Yeah. Ice Cube tour bus got bombed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, he also issued a statement on X, by the way. He was not, it was not his personal bus. Nobody was on the bus at the time that it happened. Everybody they were all in their hotels. Of course, all of the equipment and stuff like that was destroyed, but he's okay. He said his actual tour bus was in the shop in Oakland somewhere. So nobody was hurt. Nobody was on the bus, but it was targeted.
So who was being targeted?
We don't know.
Is Ice
All he
Cube?
knows, yeah. Hmm.
Wow, I didn't even hear about that one.
Yes.
And they're saying that the ICE detention center shooting was in Dallas, Texas.
Yes, it was. I'm sorry. I was jumping around, but that did happen in Dallas. However, they're still sending ICE or the National Guard to Portland to, and it says specifically in here um, to patrol the ICE detention center. So they're not worried about, I guess, the area. They're worried about the ICE
Y'all throwing me
detention
with the
center.
Ice Cube situation. I didn't even know about that. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
you can go on X right now. He talked about it on X as well.
I gotta check that out. I gotta check that out. I'm out
He
the loop.
says, I'll read. It says, he put on here, this is not my bus anymore. This is from 2018. So you have some people that's posting old stuff, but he is addressing it. He says, wasn't my bus. It was a crew bus parked in front of the hotel. Everybody was upstairs sleeping. Nobody hurt. No equipment damage. A coward set the bus on a coward set fire to the bus. My bus was actually in Oakland getting serviced.
Okay, so it was the bus that have all the equipment and all of that stuff
Mhm.
on it.
Yes,
So okay, sound like that might be a disgruntled employee or something.
right. Or just a suspected white supremacist, in the area. Oh, I see Ice Cube's name on this bus, or if it had the name, I don't know, and decided to do something. Who knows?
Mm. Well, shout out to Cube, man. Hopefully everything is cool with that situation. It's crazy out here right now, man. What else? Because there was a couple. I want to make sure we touch all the ICE stories because there was a couple of things going on with ICE recently. One thing was that situation Was that in New York where that ICE agent pushed the lady to the ground and all that?
I don't. Was that in New York? But he got disciplined.
Right.
And the white supremacists are basically demanding. They're tagging Trump and saying they're demanding, that he gets, back to work and undisciplined and all this stuff. I was,
Right, right, right,
I
right,
was
right,
shocked
right.
at seeing that.
I'm not shocked at seeing that, but I thought it was strategic of Trump. For people that don't know, always got to think about the people that don't know what's going on. So,
It was New York.
an ICE agent shoved an immigrant out there in New York. There was a video of it that went viral. She was like all distraught and crying and pleading with him, I guess, to not get deported or whatever. And he just, he went overboard and just grabbed her up and pushed her to the ground or whatever. It was definitely uncalled for, unnecessary, to be doing all that. But the other thing was nobody around didn't stop him either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There was other ICE agents and stuff around, and nobody even reacted. Like, so obviously that's a normal thing that goes on. But being that it was on video and it went viral, I thought it was strategic of Trump to actually, well, his administration to actually, discipline him. So I guess,
Right.
he was relieved of his duties or whatever. They took some swift action against him before they could even get backlash and even try to use that as some type of political leverage or anything like that. They immediately, like, nah, this ain't cool. They distanced themselves from that. Like, nah, we ain't co-signing that. We have the highest degree of professionalism with our ICE agents, and we don't expect this type of nonsense. And so he's out of here. You know what I'm
And he
saying?
looks
But
like he's white too.
I thought he was a Hispanic. I thought he was a fellow Hispanic.
I don't know. I can't tell because it's like he has his hat on,
I
this
think he's a I
shirt.
think he's a fellow Hispanic. What's
He
his
may
name?
be. They didn't.
What's
I
his
don't
name?
see his name.
They didn't put his
That's the
name on there.
thing. Mm-mm. I'm looking
They
at the article right now. It just basically says an ICE agent who violently shoved an immigrant to the floor of a Manhattan federal court has been disciplined. Trump administration officials said Friday as mayoral frontrunner Zohran Mandani vowed to fight such horrors.
Right. And so that's the thing. That's the reason why Trump and them acted so swiftly with doing something about this, because Mom Donnie, whatever his name is, he's the front runner to become mayor out
Mhm.
there in New York. And they don't like that. They say he's a communist and all of this other stuff. You know what I mean? He's a political opponent of theirs. And so they wasn't going to give him any ammo. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why they was very strategic with doing something about that. But there's another story
Wait,
where
before you leave though, because also in New York, Mayor Adams has dropped out of the mayoral race. I don't know if you guys knew that.
well, I didn't know that.
Yes,
I'm not
that is as of
surprised.
today.
I'm not
That's as
surprised
of
though.
today. Hmm.
I think Trump offered him a job.
Oh, and okay, so that could be why.
I think they offered him a position in the White House.
Shit.
You know what I mean? But some interesting stuff going on.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff going on. But in other news, there was 3 women who were charged after following ICE agents home
This was
from
downtown LA.
yeah out there by you.
Yeah.
So they
And
followed him home and then what? Put his address and stuff out there.
and posted his address on social media. So Cynthia Raygoza, 37 of Riverside, Sandra Carmana Simone, 25 of Panorama City, and Ashley Brown, 38 of Aurora, Colorado. What's she doing out here? Are all charged with 1 count of conspiracy and 1 count of public disclosing the personal information of a federal agent.
Mm, mm. So yeah, man. I don't know. Foundational Black Americans, man. We just eating our popcorn right now.
You hear me?
We just eating our
Minding our
popcorn right
business,
now.
drinking water.
Letting the chaos be the chaos. And this is the thing. This is the reason why we decided to play the couch. This is the reason why we decided to sit this one out. You know what I mean? For these very reasons, because now you see what's
Right.
happening. Now you see what's happening when we pull out our support, when we pull out our protections and take the cape off for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This is what happens. Everything starts falling apart. All these other people getting targeted left and right, and they spazzing out. They don't know how to act. You know what I mean? White people going in on each other. You know what I mean?
And
And it's the same old story for us.
right.
Ain't nothing new going on for us that ain't been going on.
Right. And but they've been heavily trying to bait us into getting into the chaos. Nah, we have not fallen for it. And that's what really, really made me happy about those students at that HBCU. They were just like, we're playing right on past this. You know what I'm saying? But it also brings up the question, where was security? Why were they allowed,
I think
to get up on campus like that?
the security, from my experience, is very laxed on these campuses.
Really?
It's not that serious at all. Like, you know what I mean? They be at the little gate when you drive in. You got to show your ID or whatever the case may be. But it's very laid back, and it's not like no. You got better security at the club.
That's
You know
not
what I'm
cool.
saying? I'm
That's not
just saying.
cool.
I'm just
Because
saying.
parents, some paying so much money for their kids to, attend these schools and not have safety on point.
Yep. Yeah, y'all better understand the climate right now.
Right.
Especially after all of those threats that came out after the Charlie Kirk thing went down. All of those HBCUs were getting threats.
Yeah.
You would think that they would amp up the security after that, if nothing else. You know what I'm saying? But the students was on point though.
Right. Thankfully.
And so like you said, there's like a mass awakening that's just happening, amongst our people, a lot of our young people right now that I'm loving to see. And I'm gonna give you a good example of it, but I gotta talk about this one last ICE story here
Oh yeah.
because ICE arrested the superintendent
Wasn't
of
that crazy?
Iowa's largest public school district. How the hell are you here illegally and you become the superintendent of the largest school district in Iowa? I thought it was
And
Ohio, but it's Iowa.
right, but he also had been a superintendent in other schools as well, if you read into it. So he hasn't just been the superintendent of the school in Iowa. He's gone from a couple states. You know what I'm saying? Like
Wow. So it
crazy.
seems like one of those programs that are in place. He's from South America, by the way, Guyana.
Guyana.
He's a Guyanese melanated immigrant. You know what I'm saying? And from what I understand, he came over here as a student and just stayed, just never
Yeah.
left. Came over here to
He
get an education and just never left.
yeah, he entered in 1999 on a student visa and was given a final order of removal by an immigration judge in May of 2024.
Mm. They came and got him up out the paint.
And mind you, he had a weapon on him, a firearm on him at the time that he was detained.
What was he at school? Oh well, he's a
Um,
school board. He's over the
no,
school
I don't
board. He's
think he
not at
was
school.
detained at school.
Not at school. What? It was a legal firearm.
It says Robert had existing weapon possession charges from February 2020.
Oh, weapons possession charges.
Mhm.
So he got open cases. So this is the reason
He got
why.
open cases too.
So it's not even just about him overstaying his visa, but you over here catching charges. Hold on, how you got open gun charges? And this is a weird story. You got open gun charges and you the superintendent?
Right. And you're dealing with children. He's a superintendent of a school district, you know what I'm saying? But you're also around children. Because you notice they're posting, his photos with all the children in the school.
Man, I don't know what's going on with that, man. But they got him out the paint.
And it says at the time of his arrest, he was found in possession of a loaded handgun, $3,000 in cash, and a fixed blade hunting knife at the time that they arrested him.
Superintendent who they said fled from law enforcement in a car before crashing.
Yeah,
Is
he
that the
did
same
fled.
guy?
It is the same guy. It says agents approached him on Friday in his vehicle after he identified himself, but he drove off, I said. The vehicle was later found near a wooded area, and Iowa State Patrol then assisted in the search for him on Friday morning. The release said he was ultimately taken into custody.
Man, the threat of going back to your homeland must
Oh,
be
man.
serious. It must be serious. You going out like Cleo set it off because you don't want to go home.
Man,
Goddamn, man.
man, set it off. Okay.
Y'all be easy out there, man. And speaking of homelands, did y'all see the Ghanaian president calls for reparations over the slave trade and colonization of Africa? I was looking at this story and I just found it strange because y'all were slave traders. Y'all participated
In it.
in the slave trade. Y'all got Amino Castle over there on y'all beach right now that y'all use as a tourist attraction. You know what I'm saying? And you're demanding reparations be paid to Africa. Is just it ain't even just
That's
saying any
broad. Yeah.
specific. It's just a very broad thing. We're demanding that reparations be paid to Africa for the transatlantic slave trade and the colonization of Africa. Now, if you want to talk about the colonization of Africa and all that, okay, I get it. You talking about the transatlantic slave trade. A lot of y'all participated.
Yeah, but I guess they expect people not to know history, and this was
This is well documented. I mean, this is well documented. A lot of y'all participated. Y'all, what the mirrors and stuff that y'all traded niggas for wasn't good enough.
right.
Little nigga trinkets and shit that y'all got. What happened? It wasn't a fair exchange. What happened? You know what I'm
He
saying?
was
And the thing is, they're trying to piggyback off of our movement that we got
of
going on over here.
course.
They see the momentum that we got, and so they're like, oh, okay. They trying to piggyback off of that. And y'all talking about the U.S. What they say about the U.S.? They said something specific about the U.S. Hold
Let me
on.
see. It says, did they say anything about us?
They did.
No.
Shout
I just
out.
know he was speaking at the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly
Mhm.
before the UN. Da, da, da.
Shout out to Great Black. I mean, not Great Black Shark. My bad. Shout out to Black Voltron Reloaded in the building.
Peace King.
Um, yeah. Listen. While she's looking for that, I'm just saying, I want everybody to get justice. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to get justice. But this was just like I said, this was just strange to me because it's like you talking about the transatlantic slave trade as if y'all weren't participating in that. Y'all owe some bread for that.
Y'all owe too. It says the slave trade must be recognized as the greatest crime against humanity. As the African champion on reparations, Ghana intends to introduce a motion to this August body to that effect. The president said. He reminded the global community that more than 12.5 million Africans were forcefully taken against their wills and transported to create wealth for Western countries.
Hold on. Okay. I want you to pause right there because I just wanted to just throw in there. The majority of them went to South America and the Caribbean, but continue.
Mohammed also said Western governments pay reparations to former slave owners as compensation for the loss of their property after the abolition of the slave trade, treating free Africans as property whose loss required payments.
Okay. Now hold on right there. They definitely did that here in the U.S., where they paid former slave owners
Yep.
after slavery was abolished for their loss of property, quote unquote.
Mhm.
I don't know if that happened in other places or not. I'm not
He
sure.
said Western. He specified, Muhammad said Western government paid reparations to former owners.
I
So
know that.
when he's saying Western, I'm assuming he's talking about, we're
Yeah, but
West. I'm
again,
assuming.
this is the Western Hemisphere. He's talking
Yeah,
about everywhere where the boats went to. The
right.
Caribbean. I mean, he's talking about all of that. So
All of it. Okay.
what I'm saying is, it for sure happened here in the U.S. I'm just not sure if that same practice happened in the Caribbean
In the
and
Caribbean.
some of these other
Got you.
places. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
Now, finally, this is the last paragraph. He says, "We demand reparations for the enslavement of our people and the colonization of our land that resulted in the theft of natural resources, as well as the looting of artifacts and other items of cultural heritage that have yet to be refunded in total," he added.
Mm-hmm. Okay. There was some that was it.
That's it. That's the whole article.
I think I read a different one. I think I read a different one because there was something where they specified the U.S. government about something. I don't remember what it was that they said.
There's two articles here. Let me see if it's the same.
They had specified the U.S. government about something, and I was like, yeah. And the thing that they were doing with the language were they were just making us all one big African.
Of course.
They were just making us all one big African. So everything that happened to us over here, you got to pay Africa. Y'all owe
Right.
Africa for the shit that happened to us over here.
Well, remember what they're trying to do right now with our reparations is Africa saying, yeah, the reparations are definitely owed. Now you guys should give all the money to us, and then we'll divvy it out. Divvy it
Right,
out. Absolutely not.
right, right. Y'all better go on somewhere. Your little scamming asses. Get your scammy hands up out of here.
Right on up out of here.
Um,
So,
what I was gonna say real quick, you got something more about that story?
no.
Okay, well, I was gonna say real quick, I just wanted to touch on because you put me on to something that goes along with what we're saying about this revolution that's taking place with this mass awakening that's taking place, especially with our young people. And so you had put me on to the young girl named Mona Leo.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, the artist. Yes.
Young artist, her name is Mona Leo. She's from Texas. She just got married to the rapper named Stunner for Vegas. So they got
Oh yeah.
married.
When they got ready, they got married in pink.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
yeah. They got married, and then when they went on their honeymoon, they both dropped new songs. And the song that she dropped is so hard. She dropped a straight slapper talking about reparations, highlighting foundational Black American culture, talking about hoodoo. Let me pull these lyrics up. Let me pull these lyrics up. Shorty, I don't want to play the song, but Shorty went in, and it's a slapper. I'm talking about. This is what I like because if you see, okay, Common got a song, he talking about reparations or something. It's like, okay, yeah, you expect that from Common. Talib Kweli or somebody like that, even though we know he's a terrorist.
Right.
But still, that's their MO. That's in
Right.
their lane. You hear about certain artists, like even like a Nas or somebody like that, they making music talking about getting justice, getting reparations and all of that. Salute to them, but it's not really a big deal. But when you got this young girl who making songs that the hot girls could get down with, the hot girls could twerk and all that to this joint, you know what I'm saying? And the content is so much about our culture. So the song is called Sexy So Long. That's the name of the song. I want all y'all to go check out her record. Her name is Mona Leo. The song is called Sexy So Long. Soulaan. Sexy
Pretty
So Long.
girl.
And so on the album cover, on the artwork, she got her nails done. She got the crazy nail set done with the Black American heritage flag featured prominently. It's on one of her fingernails, the Black American heritage flag. And let me read some of the lyrics to y'all. Sexy So Long, Black American princess. I'm probably posted in the crib lighting incense. You know what I mean? She said, on the hook, she said, all the non-blacks to the back. All the non-blacks to the back. And then in the video, you see the whites and the Hispanics, like the FBAs are in the backyard having a backyard cookout and all that.
Right.
They dancing, doing their thing. And you see the white people and the Hispanics looking over the fence. They can't get in though. They looking over the fence and shit.
Now.
But they can't get in. She said, all the non-blacks to the back. All the non-blacks to the back. Then she said, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. They say the bigger the bush, the deeper the roots. She said, where's that part? because she got a lot of references to hoodoo practices in here. They throwing salt on the player because they can't get in the room. She said, "Okay, I'm sweeping these bitches. They want to spit on the broom." And so that's an FBA thing. Somebody sweep your feet, you're supposed to spit on the broom, otherwise it's
Exactly. They
considered
don't
bad
come
luck.
back. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she said, "I'm sweeping these bitches. They want to spit on the broom." And then she said, "All the cute black girls streaming my shit. Ego so big, these niggas feeding my shit. I need my reparations. Bitch, you gonna bring me my shit." She said, "These bitches my kids. I've been dreaming about fish."
Ooh, that's definitely a old Negro
You know what I'm
spiritual right
saying?
there.
When grandma, when Nana and them said they had a dream about fish, what
Well,
that mean?
somebody pregnant.
Exactly. she said,
Somebody pregnant.
these bitches my kids. I've been dreaming about fish. Huh? She said, black bitch, but the purse Murakami. So Murakami is an Asian designer that makes that purse. You know what I'm saying? She said, I'm a black bitch, but the purse Murakami. These black ass roots go way beyond me. You never supposed to put your purse on the ground, but I'm slamming this coin purse on the concrete.
Because if you sit a black woman's purse on the floor, we going crazy because you going to try to
Right,
make me broke. You
right,
trying to make me broke.
right, right. Yo, she talking that shit. She talking that shit. She said, I'm slamming this coin purse on the concrete. All the non-blacks to the back. And then she said, honey on my tongue, I'm talking slicker than hoes. And so honey on the tongue is another hoodoo thing too. You know what I mean? It's supposed to make your words more attractive and more sweet. You know what I'm saying? To attract the things that you want using your words. You know what I
I'm going to
mean?
put some on my tongue tonight.
The honey on the tongue. You're supposed to be more of a seductive thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right. You know, I'm thinking in hoes. Bitches talking in a circle, bunch of Megan Monroe. She said, I ain't shaking white hands. I watch them digging their hole. And so, she's like, I don't trust you. I don't know where your hands been, white boy.
Seriously.
I don't know where your hands been. And she said, red brick on my doorstep. That's another hoodoo practice to put either the dust from the red brick or just a red brick itself, but usually the dust from a red brick on your doorstep is supposed to be for protection, to keep out bad energy and all of that. You know what I'm saying? She really talking that shit.
So why are people talking about Cardi B and not her? Because every time they post something about Cardi B, I've been going on for days and posting trash emojis. So that's what I've been posting trash emojis for days.
You're gonna be mad at you're gonna be posting trash emojis on my goddamn post because I didn't listen to Cardi B's album yet, but I'm gonna do a reaction to it with my daughter.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a live reaction to it with my daughter. Don't unsubscribe from me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I do like some of Cardi B's songs. I ain't going front. She do got songs that I like, but I wasn't planning on listening to this album at all. I just kind of didn't care. I wasn't really paying it no mind. There's too much other shit that been coming out that,
right.
You know what I'm saying, that I'm rocking with. But I have been hearing good things about the music. You know what I'm saying? So I asked my daughter.
Wrote none of it.
I know the dude who write for her. I literally know him.
So it's like, it's not her album, then it's his.
No, that's not how that works.
That's his album.
That's not how that works.
I'm changing the rules.
But yeah, I'm gonna do a live reaction to it, and probably Thug album too.
Oh yeah. Only thing that threw me off with his album, first of all, I heard it's trash, and I'll say this, not from people that I know, but every time that I've gone into any post that's showing his album cover with him with I guess white face,
he looking like a
or
white
whatever.
boy, yeah.
People are literally in the comments are talking about how trash it is. So I'm actually interested in seeing if they're saying it's trash because they're upset with him right now. You know what I'm saying? Because of that, sit down that he had, or is it if it's really trash?
I'm confused about the reaction. We were just talking about it, and I was just cutting my son's hair in the barbershop. Zaire said it's trash. He said he don't like it.
Wow.
His older brother, his big brother, he fucks with it. He likes the album. And when we were talking about that situation, I'm wondering about the reaction that people are actually having from the Thug interviews because I thought it was negative, but
Right.
from what my son was saying, and from one of the other young boys that was in the shop earlier this week was saying was that interview kind of helped him.
Hmm.
So when the when all of those audio clips or those phone conversations was coming out, everybody was saying he was a rat. And he started getting
Right.
a lot of backlash about, you know, cooperating with the police and being a rat and all of this stuff. And people are saying the interviews cleaned some of that stuff up, and so that kind of turned it around for him a little bit. But I don't know, the stuff that I saw from the interviews. I didn't watch none of them in full, but just the clips that I saw from the interview, I didn't think it made him look good. But I guess to his audience, it kind of helped with some of the backlash he was getting from those audio clips and some of the snitch accusations. It cleaned some of that up, from what I understand. I don't know, but I'm gonna probably do a live reaction to his album with my sons and them too, so they could put me on to, you know, what's going on and shit.
Joe Button said it was trash.
So Thug's album.
Yep.
Yeah, most people that I'm seeing don't like the album.
Yeah.
People are saying YFN Lucci's album is better. Gunna's album was better. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people are feeling the music like that. I don't think people are actually feeling the music like that. But I ain't listened to it yet. I'm gonna listen to it live with y'all if y'all tune in.
Do you think he put something out too fast after getting out? Like maybe he should
No,
have just waited?
I was expecting something sooner. He been out
Okay.
almost a year. He been out almost a year. I was expecting something sooner from him, to be honest. Even if it wasn't a full album, like he wasn't really dropping music like that at all, doing a lot of features or nothing. So I was expecting something sooner. I was trying to see if she said anything else on here. Oh yeah, one more thing that she said. She the honey on my tongue thing. She said the red brick on the doorstep thing. Then she said, if you ain't black, then you can't say nigga. We enforce that.
Cardi B, shots fired.
She said, if you ain't black, you can't say nigga. We enforce that. And she said, you're not invited to the cookout, but you could watch from the middle of the streets and be on the lookout.
You know what I'm saying? Your ass over there.
Because I remember we was pushed out. So if you can't say the word, then sit your ass, get your ass out before you get put out. She talking that shit, man. Shout out to her, man. And
Right.
congratulations to them, the newlyweds,
And the
the
young couple.
young couple.
Love it.
The wedding was fly. You got you a good one, homie. Shout out to Stunner for Vegas, man. You got you a good one, man. I like seeing shit like that, man. Shout out to them.
And
Um,
before we get into the topic of the day, do you want to talk about Nas and his casino bid?
I talked about it. I put a
Did,
video about it the other
okay.
day. Y'all could check that out. For those of y'all that didn't see it, I broke the whole thing down. But he was approved to go to the final level. I think there's one more thing that needs to be signed off on at the end of the year before it's official. But yeah, Nas was amongst the people who got approved for the bidding for those licenses out of New York to get the casinos. And so what he's doing is he's expanding one of the resort casinos in Queens now with the Resort World Sports. And so yeah, congratulations to Nas, man. Nas doing big things.
Quietly.
Nas, yes, very big things, man. But check out the
Also,
video. It's available on this channel now. I break the whole thing down on there.
50 Cent has received approval from the city council to transform downtown Shreveport, Louisiana, into a thriving entertainment hub.
I
So
thought that
he's
was already approved. Okay.
No, just it's approved now. It's I guess it's official. He secured the city council approval to transform downtown Shreveport into a $50 million entertainment and production hub. The new film and entertainment gateway economic development district will add a 2% sales tax within the borders to fund redevelopment, infrastructure, and media projects.
Yeah, and one more thing before we pay homage to Assata real quick. Terrence Crawford, our
Oh
brother,
yeah.
Terrence Crawford, the champ, the pound for pound baddest around, the one that just went up 2 weight classes and beat up Canelo, undisputed in multiple weight classes, I think 3 weight classes now. They had a big parade for him in his hometown of
Hmm.
Omaha,
Low riders,
Oma-
everything.
Omaha, Nebraska. They was out there showing out. They was out there deep. They had a big
The
parade for him. It was dope. With his moms, his grandmom, everybody was out there.
Clarissa Shields was there.
Right. That was a great. That was great. And then after it all went down, Terrence Crawford was held at gunpoint
You
by
saw her
Omaha police officers after his championship parade in Omaha, Nebraska. Let me
pretending
show
like
y'all the
not to
video.
know who he was. Pretending not to know who he was.
Let me show y'all this video. He just got the key to the city.
Right.
The mayor just gave him the key to the city. They just had this big parade for this man. I thought I was already sharing. Hold on, let me put this up for y'all so y'all can see this. Where we at?
Gotta hit the play button.
I know. I'm just trying to get the screen right. How about this?
Yeah, that's better.
Boom. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Check this out, y'all.
Seatbelt.
Step out.
I'm opening the door.
You can take
I'm
mine
opening
off
the door.
of me right here on my right. I'm keeping my fucking hands up.
I'm not reaching for no gun, bro.
Step out.
Can I move my phone?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I don't know.
Hands up. Seatbelt.
Step out.
So I don't know if y'all can hear it, but right there, he's saying he's like, look, it's just my seatbelt. I ain't reaching for no gun. I'm trying to take off my seatbelt. I ain't reaching for no gun. Cause they trying to act like he reaching for something. They got the gun out on him.
Right. And why was the gun out on a regular traffic stop?
Right.
What's that about?
Then they pull him out the car and all of that. And he like, yo, what's all this? Like, was this necessary? Like, come on, y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much. You know what I mean? And so they like to do shit like that. And shout out to Duane B. That was Duane B. who posted that up. And shout out to Jesse Paris for reminding me because I almost forgot. I seen that post on Duane B.'s joint, and he made the comparison to what happened with Killer Mike when he won those, I think it was 3 Grammys that night.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And got arrested at the damn Grammys after he
At the
just won
Grammys.
3 Grammys. So they like to do shit like that to remind niggas of their place. You know what I'm saying? That should be good. I shouldn't have no copyright issues with that one, but good looking though. Good looking. And so before we get into the main topic for today, gotta play for y'all our weekly report from our brother Cool Keezy. Shout out to Cool Keezy in the building. Our weekly FBA report, and then we're gonna get into the story about the passing of our sister Assata Shakur. So y'all ready for the weekly report? Everybody hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
All right, troops, listen up. Enemy combatant Laura Loose Cannon Loomer just unleashed a wild offensive. Chicken cracks, weave jokes, and straight up disrespect at Rep Jasmine Crockett. But don't get it twisted. This ain't random fire. Loomer's not freestyling. She's auditioning for a role in the donor circus. See, 'cause Intel confirms Charlie Kirk had a big money donor supply backing him up. And now you got Loomer, Candace, and the usual suspects in a full-on battle royal to see who can spit the loudest anti-black hot takes and scoop up those wayward dollars. Think of it like Survivor, except instead of tribal council, it's just rich donors deciding who gets the bag. But here's the kicker. Loomer's play backfired hard online, and resistance forces clapped back with precision strikes. Memes were deployed. Tweets detonated. In the dog comparison, let's just say the resemblance was so close, Mattel might be filing a cease and desist. At this point, Loomer is not auditioning. She's doing opening mic night and getting booed off the stage. Bottom line is this. It was never about Jasmine Crockett. It's about money, position, and clout currency. Loomer just broadcasted her audition tape, and the internet handed her the world's fastest dishonorable discharge.
We gonna see about that. We gonna see about that. Shout out to Cool Keezy with the weekly report. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. But yeah, that was crazy. Whatever her name is, Laura Loomer, whatever her name is, she was talking real greasy.
Real crazy, and it's funny because now on X there's a bunch of black women who are posting a side-by-side picture of her because she's only 32 years old.
Right. She got all that goddamn collagen in her lips and shit.
Man, looking like she about to blow up at any moment. So black women are posting side by sides with their ages. And it's some women in their 50s that look way younger than her. Like it's like, how dare you?
Man. It's crazy. Y'all got us out here defending Jasmine Crockett.
Right.
You know y'all on some bullshit. Y'all got us out here defending Jasmine Crockett, but we can't let y'all get away with that though. That was crazy.
Absolutely not. Not with that face, especially.
Yeah. We ain't gonna let that, you know. We got our issues, but that's our sister shit.
Still. Yeah, you ain't got the right.
Now, rest in power. Rest in paradise. To the sister, the queen, the warrior, Assata Shakur.
Yes,
she passed
sir.
away September 25th, 2025. She lived a long life. You know, I think she was 78. 78 years old.
78.
She lived a long life of resistance. She was a symbol of freedom, fighting for justice. Just a 100% rider. She's forever going to be held up as a symbol of righteousness, of resistance, of revolution. That was a rider to the end, to the very, very end, man. Love
and
that.
They
sister.
never got her.
That's the thing, man. That's the thing. They never got her. They never got her. And so, I was saying, I look at Assata Shakur as a modern day Maroon. You know what I'm saying? Just like the Maroons, the Maroons, how they resisted slavery and they carved out their own little spaces for freedom and autonomy. You know what I'm saying? Her journey was akin to that. You know what I'm saying? How she escaped the system and lived free on her own terms. You know, she was out there raising a family and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't know her daughter went out there. I thought her daughter was still here in America and would go there to visit type deal.
Yeah. That as well. But she had a tight-knit family in Cuba.
Oh,
you know
wow.
What I'm saying? She was out, like I said, she was out there living free on her own terms. And she is proof that resistance is possible, man. She was literally a modern Maroon in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I read that book in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? The first time somebody ever handed me that book. I didn't even know who she was until I seen the book. It wasn't like I knew about her and then I went and looked for the book or whatever. Somebody literally passed me the book. I never even heard of this woman before. I read that book in my cell and that shit blew my mind. Yeah. That shit blew my mind. You know what I mean? But she was targeted by COINTELPRO. She wasn't just, some random activist. She was literally a target of the United States government for her whole life. You know what I'm saying? Before her exile, after her exile, all the way up to Obama putting a $2 million bounty on her head when he was in office.
Right. She was really young doing this too, right? She was like in her early 20s, right? or
when
mid
when
20s
when
when all
she,
this occurred.
I think late 20s. I want to say late 20s because she was born in 1940. What, seven?
46 then. 47 because my mom will be 78 this year.
Yeah, she born
47.
in 1947, and so I believe when they broke out of prison, I think it was in 79.
Okay.
I think it was in 79. You know what I mean? So she was around 30, close to 30,
Closer.
somewhere
But
like
again,
that.
like you mentioned, she has still, prior to that, she has still been going through things with the federal government, with the
Right,
FBI, with law enforcement,
right,
etc.
right. As being part of the movement, you know what I'm saying? Part of the
Mm-hmm.
Black Liberation Army and all that. That's the reason why she was targeted. She was framed. You know what I mean? She was illegally in prison. They had her in a men's prison. They had her in
Right.
a men's prison. You know what I'm saying? But the brothers went and got her up out of there. They went and got her up out of there, and the community kept her safe. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't like they just bust her out of jail and went straight to Cuba. You know,
No.
she had to navigate over here for a while, underground.
Good while.
You know what I'm saying? And the community kept her safe. You know what I mean?
Hands off Assata. Remember those signs in the
Yep.
windows in the neighborhoods and stuff, letting know, we won't turn her in.
Right. Hands off Assata. Assata is welcome here. You know what I
Right.
mean? And this is the most wanted woman in the country, in the world, damn near.
In
This
the
is the most
world.
wanted woman in the world at the time. And the community got on code and said, shit, you ain't gonna get
Not
her
on
from
our
us.
watch.
You ain't gonna get her from us. You know what I'm saying? And that's just because of the spirit that she carried. You know what I'm saying? When you carry that type of spirit, it's gonna resonate with our people. You know what I'm saying? And people are gonna understand the importance of protecting you. You know what I'm saying? That's why, fear, going out like a coward, that shit is not honorable. You know what I'm saying? That shit is not honorable. You're not gonna get that type of love. You're not gonna get that type of protection when you a coward. You know what I'm saying? When you a buck dancing ass coon. When you
Yeah.
scratching where you don't itch and all of that shit. But when you stand firm with your back straight and your head high, and you stand on truth and
Right.
resist injustice, that's gonna resonate with people, man. That's gonna resonate with people. Even your enemies are gonna respect you. You know what I mean?
Right. So did you see with FBI Director Cash Patel posted on X
I saw that punk ass shit.
this tangled eyed fool?
What did he say?
Joanne, how you say her last name? Chesamard?
Chesamard.
Chesamard didn't fight for justice. She murdered New Jersey State Trooper Warner Forster in cold blood, then fled to Cuba to escape accountability. The FBI never stopped calling her what she was, a terrorist. Mourning her is spitting on the badge and the blood of every cop who gave their life in service. If you don't shut your ass up,
These are the same people that want us to mourn Charlie Kirk.
the same folk, y'all.
These are the same people that are running around telling us that Charlie Kirk is an American hero. They trying to put this
Right.
man on coins, build statues of this nigga and all of this shit. Charlie Kirk. But to mourn Assata is what now?
He said is to mourn her is spitting on the badge and the blood of every law enforcement officer, basically, is what he's saying.
Well, that badge was originally created for slave catchers. So
Right.
you can spit on that all day. You can spit on that all day. You know what I mean? Shout out, we got some good law enforcement officers out there, some honorable law enforcement officers out there, but the system itself, the institution itself is tainted from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So there is no honor, as far as I'm concerned, behind that badge. You know what I'm saying? The honor goes to the Asadas, to the Black Liberation Army, to the Matulus. You know what I'm saying? That's where the honor really resides. Those are the people that really fought for justice. Y'all pretend to stand for justice. You know what I mean? Y'all the biggest criminals. Y'all the biggest gang in the damn world. You know what I'm saying? And his ass, I ain't even going. They was tearing his ass up on that Senate floor
Oh,
or
yeah.
the Congress floor, whatever it was. But I ain't even gonna get into that right now. We talking about our sister. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that you part of a system that was designed to destroy black resistance. So your critique means nothing over here. You know what I mean? Um, they've always criminalized Assata Shakur's politics. Her case was never just about some alleged crimes. He's talking about, she killed this cop. That all of that was bogus. All of those charges was bogus. When she was shot before she was taken to prison, right?
Yep.
They tried to kill her on the side of the highway, right?
Exactly.
And when she was shot, the medical examiner said the way that the bullet entered into her, I think it hit her in a torso area, like the stomach area. And they said the way that the bullet entered her, she had to be on her knees with her hands up.
Exactly.
This is what the medical examiner said. Only way that this happened, she had to be on her knees with her hands up. Right. So miss me with that. They always criminalized her politics. You know what I'm saying? This was about punishing her for being outspoken against the U.S.'s oppression, and aligning with black liberation movements. That's all that this was about. Punishing her for that right there. That's all this was about. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, even Obama, the so-called first black president,
disgusting,
put out a $2 million bounty on her head, showing and proving that the system never truly forgives their rebels. You know what I'm saying?
Nope. Look how many stayed in jail till they died.
Right.
Rotted.
Right.
You know?
Right. Man. And for people that don't know, this is also, I mean, most people should know, but that also, this was Tupac Shakur's godmother.
Right.
People that don't know. She's the sister, I believe, the sister of Mutulu Shakur, Tupac's stepfather. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like you said, usually what really happens to our freedom fighters, usually they're killed and are in prison for life. But Assata, she won. She won against the system.
And that's why y'all mad.
She lived and died outside of U.S. captivity. So she's forever a symbol of triumph for us. Forever.
So I have a question, because I've seen a lot of tethers, some have called in to X, I listen to Tariq even when I'm half asleep late at night with his tap-ins. And if I don't catch it, I'll listen to it in the morning. And there's been so many tethers that have called in literally lying about her legacy, but disrespecting, her legacy. And so with that being said, I'm wondering why didn't they do the same thing for the South African president, what's his name?
Mandela.
Mandela.
Yeah, right. And y'all,
where you guys are the majority,
99% of the damn population over there,
right?
And y'all just let that man rot for 27 years.
27 years
after he rode for y'all. You know what I mean? So yeah, we not the same
at all, and that's what the problem is.
We not the same, Tethers. We just not the same. You know what I mean? And yeah, a lot of them call up with their bad faith arguments. A lot of people, from what I get, for a lot of people that's constantly calling up with these troll arguments, they really just love the attention. This is the only time of their life that they get that type of attention. So they say anything. They don't believe the shit that they saying. They don't believe none of that shit. But this gets them attention. Oh, there's thousands of people in here listening. Tariq's going to post it on his YouTube page. It's going to be 40,000 views by tomorrow. They just love the attention. These are attention whores. And it's mostly men.
That's out. You just took the words right out my mouth. Now we get the Karens, you know what I'm saying, on there, but the men from the tether community is insane. It's
y'all niggas wild. Ain't getting no pussy.
None. A lot of moist energy.
A lot of y'all niggas. This is on the. A lot of y'all niggas is calling in from the East Coast. It's 3:00 in the morning.
It's 3. Why aren't you in sleep and getting ready for work tomorrow?
Right. It's 3:00 in the morning. Y'all niggas is on Twitter space saying a bunch of bullshit.
And notice too, they know everything about our history, but don't know nothing about their own. Oh, I don't know nothing about that. Yeah, I ain't never heard that. But you know everything about ours,
And I believe that.
right?
I believe that. All they gotta do is go up and down our timelines and they get a history lesson.
Right.
You know what
True.
I'm saying? They go up and down our timeline, they learn a lot. But nobody never taught them shit about their own history.
Shit is
What the hell is
wild.
this?
The fact that yeah, the men, bushmeat barrister, um, that Jamaican tether that was just
And
talking
look,
about, I
see,
started talking about
and look,
she
this is the
fled.
thing. And see, look, this is the thing. You see, you said these people got a name for themselves now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Bushmeat barrister. These people got a name for
And he
themselves.
owns it. And
Right.
he owns it.
Nigga probably gonna get that shit tatted.
He doesn't correct Tariq or anything. He's accepted that name.
Man.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And he does sound moist. I don't know, but he definitely gives off um extreme moist energy.
But a lot of those tethers are just like that FBI director in the US government. What it
Right.
is that they fear her example. They fear the example of an Assata Shakur, what she
Of
represents and what
course.
she symbolizes. It exposes um, everything that they lack. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? The spirit that they don't possess. It shines a light on that. You know what
And
I
the
mean?
heroes they don't have because they have no heroes really.
Right, right. It exposes all of that. And for the US government and the FBI and all of that, they fear her example because they don't want it to be emulated.
Of course.
They don't want people to look up to that and feel like they can resist too and
Hmm.
be victorious too.
Right.
They don't want people to understand that the system is not invincible. You mean this system actually has weaknesses and cracks? You know what I mean? That's what her example represents. The
Yeah.
possibility of defeating their grip on black life and escaping their control. You know what I mean? It's her legacy of resistance. And I wanted to uh I wanted to highlight a couple of her famous quotes, actually.
I, I have some too.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Obviously, the one a lot of people quote the most. Nobody in the world, nobody in history has ever gotten their freedom by appealing to the moral sense of the people who were oppressing them.
Right. And I said something that paid homage to that. I think it was the song Reloaded. It was either Reloaded or Coming to America. When I was like, on second thought, why we let it happen? Crying on TV, begging for compassion from people with no conscience. My people so lost, we just pray away our problems like Jesus is gonna solve it. Literally, that thought was in my mind when I wrote those bars. That quote was in my mind when I wrote those bars.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? I'm quoting her in my own words. I'm paraphrasing her. You know what I mean? And also, I did another song called Havana with Hove. And this was like 2013. Jay-Z had did a freestyle called Open Letter Freestyle. And that was around the time him and Beyonce had took a trip to Cuba. You know what I'm saying? And I did a joint to that beat. And my whole rhyme, I was talking about Cuba. I was paying homage to a lot of Cuban history throughout the whole rhyme. And Assata Shakur, of course, is one of the main things that come to mind when I think about Cuba. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had the opportunity to actually visit Cuba for my honeymoon
Right.
in 2019. And I kind of feel like I manifested that with those bars. You know what I'm
You
saying?
probably did.
Right, right. Because I was like, I didn't plan it. You know what I'm saying? It was my wife that planned the honeymoon and all that shit. You know what I mean? And when she said Cuba, I'm like, you dead ass serious? Like we going to Cuba? I was hyped to go to Cuba. You know what I mean? I
Right.
was hyped to go to Cuba, and we was in Havana, with no tour guide, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? We just went out there, did our own thing, and it was real cool. But I forgot what I said in that song, but I definitely shouted her out in that record, and she was shouted out in a lot of records over the
Hmm.
years. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop has always highlighted and paid homage to Assata Shakur, most famously Common, featuring CeeLo Green. He got a song, a record called "A Song for Assata." If you're not up on that, definitely go check that out. I think that was the like Water for Chocolate album, or it might have been Can I Borrow a Dollar? One of his earlier albums. He did a song for Assata on there. Paris from the West Coast out there, he got a song called Assata, where he paid homage to her as well. Tupac, of course,
Of course, her godson.
her godson, on a joint that he did called Words of Wisdom. I think that was Strictly for My Niggas or Tupacalypse Now, one of those early Tupac albums. He had that joint on there. Dead Prez, one of my favorite groups. Dead Prez. On I Have a Dream Too, they referenced Assata Shakur, and Public Enemy on Rebel Without a Pause. Chuck D makes reference to Joanne Chesimard on that joint, and plenty of other songs have paid homage to her too over the years. Those are some of the most famous ones. Another famous quote. What I do with those quotes? One I kind of know, where she said, "It is our duty."
Yeah. To fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win.
It's our duty
We
to win.
must love and support one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Say it again. I love that one.
Mhm. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love and support one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Man, heavy. Heavy.
Heavy.
Yes, indeed.
Here's another one. The less you think about your oppression, the more your tolerance for it grows. After a while, people think oppression is a normal state of things. And I believe that to be true.
Right.
People
That's
get
very true.
comfortable, definitely get comfortable. We see that today.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Comfortable.
People
That's what
think
people wanted under Obama as well as Kamala voted for Kamala. They were looking for
exactly.
comfortable oppression.
Exactly. Exactly. And this is the thing that people are confused about when we ain't scared of Trump. Because we don't support Trump, but just the
No,
simple fact that we ain't scared of Trump and we see Trump as a plus, not because he's for us, but because y'all niggas can't get comfortable under that type of regime.
exactly.
Y'all niggas can't get comfortable. And we don't want y'all niggas to get comfortable because we ain't comfortable either way. Those of us whose eyes is open,
Right.
we can't never be comfortable. So we want everybody to be uncomfortable out this motherfucker with us. So that way we can get some shit done. Niggas can start coming up with some solutions.
Hmm.
I don't even know what I did with those quotes. I thought
I have some more. The schools we go to are reflections of the society that created them. Nobody is going to give you the education you need to overthrow them.
man, yes. I'm getting all type of text and shit. Oh, y'all sending Cash App? Shout out to the people sending Cash App. The Cash App is $ Godcast ENT. $Godcast ENT. Appreciate y'all. Oh yeah, I just had to make sure that was right. Yeah, $ENT. Godcast ENT. Yep. And she also said this. She said, I would like to say that I have lived to the best of my ability, and that I have tried to be a good person, and that I have tried to contribute in some way to the struggle of humanity to live justly and with dignity. And that she did.
Yep.
Job well done, ma'am.
Job well done. Salute.
May
And
the
prayers
Most
to
High
her
be
family.
pleased.
Because this is a huge loss, I'm sure, for Cuba, obviously here in America, but most importantly, her daughter. I think she only had one daughter, if I'm not mistaken, and grandchildren, I'm sure, and a host of other loved ones, who truly, truly love her and gonna miss her. We are too, even though, we didn't have her here, her spirit lived on
Mm-hmm.
and will continue to live on.
Mm-hmm. She said, I have been locked by the lawless,
Mm,
handcuffed by the haters, gagged by the greedy, And if I know anything at all, it's that a wall is just a wall and nothing more at all. It can be broken down.
And was.
And was.
And was.
And was. Man. Man. That's a word. That's a real warrior right there, man. That's a real warrior right there, man.
And
And
also, I
again,
wanted to highlight, if anybody has the book, page 245, Asada insists she was, or in that point is, a prisoner of war, not a criminal, targeted for her political beliefs and affiliations. The same thing people whining about right now, saying that Charlie Kirk was taken out because his political beliefs, because people disagree.
facts. Facts. Listen, man. The universe is doing its thing, ain't she?
Man,
The universe is doing its
absolutely.
thing, man. But yeah, man, we just wanted to take this time to really not to mourn, but to celebrate the life of our
To
sister.
celebrate.
You know what I'm saying? We don't mourn Asada as a victim. We celebrate her as a victor. You know,
Absolutely.
she lived free, she died free, and her story proves that liberation is more than just an idea. It's achievable. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So that's the inspiration to all of us. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. Laura Luma. Oh, y'all still talking about that bad built Laura Luma?
Bad face. That was a bad face.
they age bad, don't they?
Like bananas.
Yes, indeed. Said, well, Black Voltron Reloaded said, rest in power, rest in paradise, and black power to our revolutionary iconic queen, Assata Shakur. Modern day Maroon, excellent analogy. Shout out to Jesse Paris again. Uh huh. Yes, indeed. Yep, she was born in 47. Yep, yep. Okay, so yeah. Somebody said, oh, shout out to Cool Keezy. He said Charlie Kirk was a terrorist, not Assata.
Right. An
Right.
update on that Lake Ariel, Pennsylvania shooting. A suspect is in custody. That's all we have.
That was that. Which one was that?
This is the one that happened about an hour ago in Lake Ariel, Pennsylvania. A suspect is in custody. Unknown number of victims at this point.
Okay. Yeah. Facts. Trolling attention seekers. Facts. Cuba was cool, man. Cuba was cool. I think it might be shut down again. I'm not sure if there's back open for people to go over there. Because when we went, soon as we left,
They
it
closed
got
it up.
shut down. Like when our ship left, that was the last U.S. ship to be allowed to go over there.
It's crazy. Ain't that crazy? That's
Yeah.
like literally insane. And by the way, what's his name? Well, I've seen his face. I don't know any of his music. However, I'm gonna send it to you right now. Finesse, what's his name? Finesse two
Two
times.
times?
Yes, he flashes the Black Heritage flags in his new video.
Really?
The message is, hey, it's spreading, y'all.
Shout out to
The
Finesse
Black
two times.
Renaissance, the Black Renaissance is happening in real time. I just sent it to
Yeah.
you on Twitter.
What is it a picture or a video?
It's a video. And it has his and the flash of the Black Heritage flag, and it says Black Pride.
All right, I'm gonna keep. I ain't gonna play.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna play the
Gotta
music.
keep our
Okay.
eyes on this stuff.
Show
Like,
y'all
but
the
the message
images
is
though.
spreading.
And by the way, before we close out, do any of y'all want to hop on and share your thoughts on today's broadcast? I'm gonna drop the link inside the chat. Let me go ahead. If anybody wants to hop on quickly, we've been on here for a little minute already, but we'll give y'all an opportunity to share your thoughts on today's broadcast. The link is in the chat. If anybody wants to hop on and share your thoughts for today. You
Okay.
sent it, you DM'd it to me over here. Let me
I
see.
did. And while you're doing that, Ben Crump just posted um a couple hours ago. Chicago approved a $90 million settlement for 180 black residents framed with false drug charges by Sergeant Ronald Watts' corrupt police unit, costing nearly 200 years of wrongful prison time between 18 innocent people. This accountability is overdue.
Man, hey, I gotta give Crump his props, man. He be tapping them pockets, don't he?
But let me just say this. This former Chicago sergeant, Ronald Watts, is black. Let me send that. Let me send that into the materials if you guys want
Let
to
me show
see
y'all these
that.
images real quick, though. Finesse
Yeah.
Two Times video. Da-da-da. Okay, there it goes. Y'all can see that, right? I don't want to play the music. I just want y'all to see. How do I mute
You
this?
gotta turn it down, I guess. I mute it. Can you mute it?
I'm looking for the thing. I don't see. Hold on. Okay, let me mute this right here. Y'all can see it, right?
Yeah.
This is Finesse Two Times video. I don't know the name of the song. Where we at with this Black Heritage flag?
There
There
it
you go.
is. There you
Black
go.
Pride. There you go. Somebody in the hood know what time it is.
Yep.
I think he's out of Tennessee, right? Ain't he
I
from
don't
Memphis?
know. I just see his face. He looked just like his mama. I know his mama recently, if I'm not mistaken, either threatened or is trying to sue him because she said he hasn't been taking care of her.
Oh shit.
Yes, it was weird. It was very weird.
I think he's out of Memphis if I'm not mistaken. Let me take this off here. And but yeah, it's spreading, man. It's definitely spreading. Let me stop sharing
The
and let
Black
me get
Renaissance is spreading.
Che and Kruma on here. Peace, peace.
What
What's
up?
good, fam?
We want salute to the family. Peace to the chat. Peace to you, sincere. Peace to you, nice girl.
Peace, peace.
RIP to the Queen Mother, Assata Shakur. As y'all
Yes,
know, I'm
indeed.
a Black Panther Cub. My family was Black Panthers. My dad actually started the Black Panther Party here in Denver, Colorado. Chairman Sekou, Stephen Evans, and was part of the Black Liberation Army. So I'm out lineage, if you will, in regards to the revolution. So yeah, RIP to the Queen Mother. She was also Tupac's auntie,
Right.
via
Oh,
Tulu Shakur. Um, and yeah, shame on the U.S. government. Shame on Fat Christie. Shame on Trump for trying to put that increase that bounty on our head. Our sister was the spirit of revolution. Like I said, that was an awesome analogy you did, sincere, about her being a maroon, a modern day maroon.
Facts. Big facts. Yes, indeed. All right, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate your thoughts, man.
thank you.
Salute to you,
Peace.
King. Keep doing your thing. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to this brother's channel as well. What's your channel?
Check out the Frontline Black News on YouTube and Facebook.
Frontline Black News on YouTube and Facebook. Y'all make sure y'all follow and subscribe. All right, man. Good looking, bro. Appreciate you.
Peace.
Peace.
All right. All right. Anybody else before we hop off? Anybody else? Give y'all a couple of minutes. Let me redrop the link in here.
I'm hot.
Let me redrop the link in here. Boom.
Boom, boom, bam.
Give y'all a couple of minutes because I got to go get some food, man. I did
Oh
a
yeah.
heavy
You got the
workout
shakes.
this morning. I did a heavy workout this morning, man. I got to go these muscles, these muscles. What's up? What's up with Ty Weezy? Ty Weezy still getting it in?
Taweezy is still getting there. I think he's obsessed. He's finally under 190 pounds, so he's happy about that, building muscle. Yeah. He's 189, 189. So
That's
yeah.
crazy. Ty, he taller than me, right? Ain't he like 6 foot,
He's
6'1"?
about, no, he's about 5'10", 5'11".
Oh, so he my
5'11".
height. He my height.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
5'11".
thought he was a little bit taller than me.
He done grew a little bit. All of a sudden, these facial hairs are starting to pop in, y'all. I'm like, what is going on?
Okay.
You know, it's taking a long time for him, but he ain't. as baby face as he used to be.
Okay, some of y'all say y'all looking dusty right now. Y'all don't want to hop on. It's all good, man.
It's
It's
all
all
good.
good.
Look, I'm in here sweaty.
It's all good, man. But we appreciate y'all tapping in with us, though. We do appreciate that. Once again, rest in power to the Mother Queen, man. Assata
Absolutely.
Shakur. We probably gonna have a show midweek, another show midweek. We got a couple of guests that
Yeah.
want to come on to chop it up with us. So we're probably gonna do something midweek. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that. If you're not,
Yep.
double check and make sure you're still subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell so you can be reminded whenever we go live. We will be dropping content throughout the week, regardless to whom or what. But we might go live with another midweek episode to chop it up with a guest or two. So y'all stay tuned for that. And remember the books are available. Y'all
Yep.
make sure y'all go get those. We got, From the Womb to Illmatic.
Right.
That's available on Amazon and Kindle right now. You can go ahead and get that. And the children's series is also available. 7 is Super Hey Rule, volume 1 through 3, plus an activity book. All of those are available on Amazon and Kindle. Y'all make sure y'all go get those for the babies. And we appreciate y'all, man.
Absolutely.
Thanks for
Appreciate
tuning
you.
in, fam. That does
I'm
it for
about to
today's
go cook.
episode. Oh man, I know you about to get busy
Let
too.
me let me tell you what I got a taste for and what I'm about to cook. It's technically breakfast, so I'm about to go make some salmon croquettes, some grits, and some damn eggs and potatoes. I promise y'all that's dinner tonight because I have a craving so bad for it. So we're having breakfast for dinner.
I ain't even mad. I ain't even mad. I can't eat that right now, so I'm glad I ain't at your house. I'm about to go get me probably a piece of fish and some salad or something like that.
You know.
But I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yep.
I'm gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be good. But that does it for today's episode of Sincere Love the Godcast. Always remember, family, we are not the master teachers, but we are the master students and signal boosters for the voices of the new black media. We out of here.